Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. All right, we're back at it now. Same thing with last episode where I love the audio file was I couldn't use it, so I'm re-recording the voice track over this, and will be a bit of a commentary as I'm going along here. So it's let's see where we're at. Oh, right, we were basically. We completed the temple, and now I was at a point where it was just like, okay, let's get all of these things crafted. And then it was like, oh crud, I need to go and get some rubies. So we had to head back and do a little bit of mining. Not a big deal. Thought, okay, we got a couple more things after that, so we'll go grab a bunch of rubies, assuming I'll need more. And we'll finish up with our Lumas incubating here. How are they looking? Looking good. These are looking good. Okay, add those in. I love them. They're so wacky. Like a snail on skates. I didn't comment enough about the Lumas, I think, while I was playing. They're ridiculous. Crab. They're really cute. And then we looked at kind of what we had for, I've got like a ton of food. So I kept buying this special Luma food because you knew you're going to need an excessive amount of Luma things, whatever they are. Luma energy as you're going. So I was like, okay, let's just throw out a lot and keep on moving along. Now with this, finally we got the dagger going. I love, the pirate stuff. I didn't. It didn't feel like it was going to be too hard to deal with that, and I forgot we had a bunch piled up there too. So I think I just went off in search of some basic resources here, or maybe I went to go see Mushroom Guy. Oh, I went to see Mushroom Guy to see if he sold rubies, and I thought he's not going to sell rubies. They're region specific. But I thought, I'm going to check anyway, just because I really didn't want to have to go back to the mines. I don't know why. The mines weren't that bad, but I think I was done with mining. I thought, I don't want to go mining. But we had to go mining. Spoiler alert, the Mushroom Guy did not have the rubies. But that's okay. Going back and going mining wasn't the end of the world. Again, don't know why it was. I was like, I can't go that way. Alright, fine. And I was trying to remember where it was. I knew vaguely he was up here, but I forgot that it was by the waterfall. We'll get to him in a second. I was reminded, not reminded, I was advised, because I don't think I knew it ever. It was the idea that when you sell stuff, you should sell it to the person whose profession you are parroting, because they give you a better sell price. I did not do that, I think, like ever. So I probably could have made way more early. I don't know what the difference is. So I looked, I only had 50 coins, but they didn't sell anything. And then I just thought, you know what, I'll use these later if I need to. We know that he's got kyanite, he's got things. So I was like, we'll worry about that when the time comes. I'm not going to spend it now. Let's move on. I thought I got enough decisions to make. I don't need that. So, a couple of things. One is that we need to give the keys. Two is that I wasn't petting my Lumas, enough. And that we need to go and, deposit the things in town and kind of like claim the, whatever we could with the temple. That was the thing. And then I needed to finish the docks. So there's like 4 things I think I wanted to kind of get done. With this, it was like, okay, let's get this going. We had a bunch more of the cloth. So now that was just waiting for those to wash up and get all shiny. We had an extra Luma. Let's get the Luma going. What do we got? And then put this one in here. It's a cute little owl. He does a little backflip when you pet him. That's adorable. That was a good tip that I didn't ever utilize, was the idea of selling the stuff. So I should have gone up the hill to sell her all of the objects at her thing. I sold some stuff in town at like one of the random shops, and someone noted, oh, don't do that. And yeah, I didn't even pay enough attention to the sell price of stuff. It was like, it sells for a bunch. That was my approach. So here we had, 5, 6 books. It was good. We got 3 missing still. I can imagine where they are. I mean, I think it was just a matter of, it's probably the, rooms, for instance, where we've got, the rooms we just couldn't open. I think in the dungeons, basically, would be where stuff is going to come from. And then, yeah, let's go see Buddy here, and then realize Buddy's not here. Buddy's been kidnapped by aliens. So we had to go and go find him. And I was thinking, huh. I was kind of looking at all of the stuff unlocking. We got a lot like a skeleton stuff, like so many cool. Like if you really wanted to decorate around your farm, that was a nice little touch. I think that, I appreciated how much, and it, like stuff like that where it's totally not necessary. But I love that it's like, I don't know what the logic is, but you sometimes get the feeling that like, they finished with the primary art of the game, and then they were not as busy as everybody else, and they had time to make all this extra stuff. I don't know, that's what I always imagine. Is then it's like, okay, they've made more cool things, or you can unlock the ability to make the things that you see in the world, which is a nice idea, I guess, too. I want to have skeletons on my farm. I don't know what we're trying to emulate there. So I was like, okay, let's finish the docks while we're here at any rate. And I couldn't quite see, but I was like, we don't have I was like, how much? Oh, 25 and 35 short. Okay. Well, that's a thing, isn't it? Managed to forge any of them replica pirate weapons yet? And what are the pirates' ghost cannon? The very thought of it sends shivers down my toes. Now I'm going to have to, as I'm a button spammer, I'm going to have to read really fast. I forget how fast I read out loud sometimes. I should always apologize. I don't notice that I'm doing it. Sometimes I read way too fast for people, and yeah. And then, I went over here and I think I started selling stuff. I didn't realize that this was going to become a whole thing. That says 15,000. I don't remember what it sold for at the other places. No idea. And obviously not as much. And then even these, I'm guessing whatever. But I was just like, let's just do this. I'm here. Though I think I only sold the spider stuff. No, I sold these two. Okay, now these went for how much? 5,000. Yeah, I bet it's probably another 1,000 or something. 2,500? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the price difference is on this stuff. Maybe those resources, everybody buys them at the same price, and maybe it's only the crafted resources that sell at a different price. So remember, it's 15,000 for the bracelet if I sell it elsewhere. Kind of curious. Okay, so at any rate, I don't know what I was trying to find here. I think it was just if there was anything else. Then so I you know what I did? I double checked that I could safely sell these things without, and you always could. I always was nervous. I was like, do I need to show them? But no, you're good. My thought was if I have to make it again, that would be a pain. Although, at this point in the game, we made things so many times that it wasn't a big deal. So there's Rusty here. I never noticed he has an arrow through his hat. I never noticed that. We wouldn't want that nosy archaeologist to eavesdrop on us. He sure set up something. So somehow stumbled upon 4 ancient keys. How on earth did you do it? Prophecy, it must be real, and you are really the chosen one. Please forgive my earlier skepticism. I had to be sure, you see. Test your mettle, and well, I may have enjoyed teasing you a bit, but mostly the testing part. You've proven yourself as fast as the wind, as patient as the mountains, and persistent as nature itself, just as the prophecy foretold. Now listen closely. There's more to this prophecy than I've let on. Something big awaits us beyond that door, something not of this world. Bound by the chains of old, a being of crystal awaits its fate entwined with 15 spirits pure. Remember those Lumas you tamed? They're more important than you know. Now go make history, or unmake it. I'm not quite sure which yet. I'll wait here until the archaeologist has unlocked the door. Alright, so now the archaeologist is here. My word, all 4 ancient keys reunited at last. I must confess, there were moments I doubted this day would come, but you've traveled the footsteps of the greatest explorers and beyond. This is it. It's finally within reach. My reward for years of research, hundreds of expeditions, and too many close calls. My reward. So we're getting... Can you feel it? The air itself seems to crack with ancient energy. Whatever lies beyond that door Something, something. Well then, shall we make history together? Let's see what secrets this old temple has. So, there we go. We got a bunch of spirit points. I guess like 250 per key or something. I don't even know. Or 2 keys. I'm not sure how many keys I was handing over. 1 key. Maybe it's just the 1. I did the other 2. Okay, so we can see the big thing here. And then it's just endless. But again, it kind of made sense that you're going to go on this dramatic walk. There is a teleport point that pops up later that I don't think was active, and I'm not sure it was. I'm just seeing on the screen there. I'm not sure it's visible initially. I'm not sure if you have to do this or not, but it would have been to the left of the door if it were there. I have a funny feeling you have to do this because it's kind of a very dramatic way of getting you to it. Kind of builds the excitement. Although this is a huge space. Yeah, it was. This was a kind of surprising area, but it was cool. I was like, what are you going to be doing in here? It's well laid out, but it has to be grand. I mean, I think it fits the ending really, because you would expect that this is going to be like quite a monumental sort of thing. All right, so we go and here's the thing. We got the energy. I'm going to crack my whip at it a few times. I tried to pickaxe it. Nothing. Tried to pickaxe that. Nothing. So let's go talk to these fools. What is that? It looks like crystal, and yet it's somehow alive. This is beyond anything I could have imagined. Do you feel that? The vibrations are getting stronger. This must be the source of the earthquake. We need to act fast. This creature poses a clear and present danger to the entire island. Who knows what devastation it could cause if it breaks free? Now, don't let that old man's rambling sway you. There's no time for fairy tales. We're scientists, you and I. We deal in facts and tangible evidence, and the evidence here is clear. This being is a threat that needs to be neutralized. He looks evil. Your pickaxe, it's your best chance. A few good strengths to shatter its crystalline structure. Think of the knowledge we could gain from studying its fragments. Perhaps we could even harness its powers. We'd be heroes. Don't let that sentiment cloud your judgment. Sometimes sacrifices must be made in the name of progress. It's the burden we bear as pioneers of discovery. The choice is yours, of course. Only you have the power to save this island, to change the world. You could have brought a pickaxe. By the ancient oaks, so it's true, all of it. That is Gemnod, a being of pure crystal, not of our world. Beautiful, isn't it? And terrifying. Centuries ago it fell from the sky, and the druids who inhabited this island, we enslaved it, harnessing its energy to fuel our civilization, our magic. I've spent years studying the old ways of the druids, trying to recapture that power, but I've never truly understood, never realized the cost. The earthquake was Gemnod trying to break free, the last big one, centuries ago, destroyed by the druid civilization. Now it's happening again. But you can end this cycle. Those Lumas you've tamed, they're fragments of Gemnod's energy, crafted by the ancient druids. They're the key to setting it free. The prophecy speaks of 2 paths: shatter the crystal and reap the fallen stars, or unleash the crystal and let it soar. I know what the archaeologist will say: destroy it, study it, profit from it, but ask yourself, is that truly wise? The choice is yours, chosen one. So I came and went, okay, so what do we want to do? So I had the choice here. We could hit it. So what do you think we did? I could put Lumas on pedestals. Now, I couldn't, they couldn't teleport here. I was like, okay, insert. So we'll look at what it was required, and I thought, well, we've got a lot of Lumas. Then thought, oh, interact, okay. Use? Sure. Let's use this. So, oh, that took us right there. So again, maybe that was active. I don't think it was. My first thought was, oh, did I walk all the way around for no reason? But I don't think it was available. So now the race home to go and get the Lumas. My main thought was, do I have enough? Did I get all of them? I couldn't remember where you even get the Luma eggs from. And my thought was it probably was from the end of the temples. But at the same time, I couldn't even think of how many Lumas I had on hand. I didn't pay any attention to that. Then I looked here and I was like, okay, we got a bunch of money, upgrades, what are they going to take? I need a bunch of those mushroom boards, you know, meh. Okay, and then I was like, okay, we got the stuff for this, I'm going to deal with it later. I just thought, nah, I don't want to do this right now. let's go and first things first, let's go deal with the big plot here. Oh, it's good to see you can charge the hoe. So when I actually get doing more, if I go back and do the other professions, so there we go. I love to pause and see how many that was. That was like a dozen, I guess. And then I saw, okay, I can make these, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm leaving everything except this. Let's get this going. So we'll get that musket, and then let's go take a look at the Lumas here in a second. I can't do any more of those. I'm just gonna wait on this. I think I just thought, okay, well, let's craft what we can here. We may as well. Okay. Pirate's Jewel. So yeah, I gotta figure out where those jewels came from. I think maybe they came from the treasures then. And then, yeah, I didn't realize you would actually destroy the whole thing. Remove the nest is the only doing. And then I think I was like, okay, how do I move? I guess I just move it into my inventory. And boop, yep, gone. I was like, okay, that's fine. And now let's continue on here. We had the harpoon. So yeah, these were quick. So I thought, while we're here, let's just get this done. There's no point walking back and dealing with all that while we're kind of waiting. And then I knew I was going to need those planks that I was missing. So I couldn't remember how much it was. It was 25 of them. Okay, let's just make a bunch. And then a bunch of not this. But my brain was also like, I probably had something to do there, right? It was the stone. Let's make a bunch of stone. I have like 1,100 stones. So let's just get a whole bunch going. Like at least 100, I think. Why not? May as well. We got time, so keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on. There we go. Okay, now these are going to take a bit, so there's no point waiting on these. Let's just go back and check on our pirate stuff. Okay, there we go. And what's the next thing we require? Bunch of Lumas. Well, wouldn't you know? Okay. My thought was, I'm going to get some sleep. Just reset this. Here. I think I just wanted to do this in the day. Oh no, I wanted all this to be done. That's what it was. Because then I thought, you know, I can go finish the thing now. That'll have enough stuff. So, you know, we're good on those Lumas. So let's go and get in here and go do the two things. That, did I get waylaid? Yeah, probably. Shiny. Okay, oh, I can sell the pirate stuff. Okay, again, I sold it to the wrong person, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what, I mean, I must have been, you know, a good chunk of change overall that I lost. You do end up making a massive amount of money by the end game, so, it's, you know, while things seem prohibitively expensive early on, they're not so bad by the end point because you do make so much money. I think it also depends on how many professions you intend to take on. That affects things a little bit too. I was happy with the two, I think. It worked out nicely. Then we use this and go back down. Then we can see there's a door there too. I was like, oh, hello. We don't know about that door yet. Okay. Is that a pedestal? No. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's like, is that it? Is that's it, right? What did I miss one? Maybe the one on the bottom right there? Did you miss one? I don't know why I walked right past that one. There we go. So 15, I think I said. More than I thought. And I was very... not sure I had a bazooka. Out of here. Okay. And so the ancient prophecy was fulfilled. High above Luma Island, a new star shone in the night sky. On clear nights, it would twinkle down at the island, as if saying thank you to the one who chose freedom over fortune. The end. I was like, what? That is that, and then credits started running, and I was very surprised. But I think again, it was a good point to put credits, because realistically, if you had followed a path all the way through, that was the end point. This was a really fun game. I tried to think of as like, usually with a game, there'll be things where I liked better than other things, the sense of things. Yeah, it's a really mixed. There's people from all over here, so. I was thinking, I was like, what's the background of the... I don't know where this development studio's out of. It was... there was nothing really I could think of that I didn't enjoy about it. I enjoyed the whole process. I think the game did a great job of kind of guiding you through the process, and every step seemed to lead... It scaffolded nicely between the steps, like you never felt too out of, sync. Yeah, it was really, done. The art style was take them back. I like that too. I like that it's like, okay, you go and get your things. Oh, don't forget it. Don't leave them laying on the ground. I think I left one more. I like the idea that you can kind of just continue playing here. That was nice. But yeah, I really liked everything about it. I liked the puzzles. I liked the way it brought all the things together. And it wasn't a game that was like too massive. I wasn't honestly sure what exactly I was getting into when I started playing it. I just knew I really liked the style of it. I liked the feel of it. It had a good feel. And the game exceeded my expectations, which was nice. What a sight. Gemnod soaring free like a shooting star. Beautiful, wasn't it? I've spent years studying the old ways, trying to recapture that druid magic, and here you come along teaching me the most important lesson of all. Sometimes the greatest power lies in letting go. You really were the chosen one. I can feel the change already, the flow of magic through the island. It's different now, fainter, but peaceful. You've done what our ancestors couldn't. You've broken the cycle and set things right. As for me, well, I suppose it's time for a new adventure, one that doesn't involve cryptic prophecies or cosmic beings. I wish you a long life full of adventure, chosen one. You've earned it, and if you ever find yourself doubting your path, just look up at the stars. One of them might just wink back at you. We completed our quest. What? What have you done? Do you have any idea what you've just thrown away? Years of research, the discovery of a lifetime, gone in an instant, and for what? Some ridiculous fairy tale about freedom? I can't believe you fell for old man Jeffrey's nonsense. We had a real power in our grasp, and you just let it float away. Do you realize the advancements we could have made, the mysteries we could have unraveled, the fortunes, the knowledge we could have gained? But I suppose what's done is done. There's no point dwelling on it. I must say I find myself, I hope you're satisfied with your choice. I'd say it's a pleasure getting to know you. It's been an experience. Axe him and we just throw him down in the cavern. I love this. This is a beautiful touch. This was one of those. This is the chef's kiss. Oh, there's your chest. That you knew you'd get eventually. The idea that, you always have to take the long way around to get the thing. I love that's like the joke to the whole game. All right, there we go. So we got the main quest line done. That was a little surprising. Now we got to go do again, really, really phenomenal game. I couldn't think of anything I really didn't like, unless I didn't have expectations. I think I just came at it knowing I really liked the style, I liked the feel, I liked what I thought the direction was going to be, but it was cooler than I expected even. Yeah, it went farther and more interesting. I thought it might be shorter than it was, and I liked the length and everything too. Beautiful, all fancied up. I thought we were going to have to restore multiple docks, not just the one, so that was nice. Can I go there? Nope. There's a glimmering thing behind the building. Do I notice it? Nope. Keep on going. Let's find that captain. Hey, bud. Blimey, did you see that spectacle earlier? A great glowing beast, big as a galleon, shooting up into the sky like a cannonball. Folks were saying it was some ancient creature been trapped under the island for who knows how long. Sounds like something out of the old pirate legends, it does. Who would have thought we'd see such a thing with our own eyes? Problem is that little light... Stirred up a hornet's nest. Lubber with 2 coins rubbed together wants to gawk at our magic flying island. Means I'll be ferrying tourists from sun up to sundown. I expect no time for a proper bit of pirating. And you know what tourists are like. They'll be disappointed when they get here and find out the beastie is long gone. Bet they'll still want pictures of the empty sky where it flew off, though. He's a cynic, but I love him. Managed to forge any of them pirate weapons? No. Yes and no. The ghost cannon's coming still, bud. It's gonna... I got some stuff. I got a thing. Gotta talk to a guy about some stuff. She gotta go talk to the lady. We gotta go talk to Ariane, I think, as well as this guy. So did you see that light in the show in the sky? Absolutely magnificent. I have no idea what it was, but I'm thinking we should make it a regular event. After the earthquake, the town could do with some more tourists to keep the wheels turning for the local enterprises, you see. But everything's in moderation. We shouldn't jump headfirst into a new venture without consulting the townsfolk. Growth for the sake of growth might not be what the island needs. Kristen tourists second. Which is surprising for a man with a golden anchor around his neck. Oh, it's you. Oh, boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. He's talking about people thought it was a weather balloon. Strange part is that odd sense of tranquility is deeply unsettling. So it appeared that persistence does pay off. I'm mildly impressed you managed to craft a sextant without navigating yourself off a cliff. That chronometer of yours, does it tell you how much time you've wasted not finding treasure? Just curious. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, these are 10,000. I thought, you know what, let's spend a coin and grab another profession. I'm going to grab, I think I went with blacksmith. Yeah. And I don't think I looked to see what the next ones cost. I should have. 30,000. Yes, I did. Okay. So we can see, it scales up. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I'm guessing that last one's going to be like $200,000 though. So... done the tools, once you've leveled all of them up, you really don't have a lot of expense. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I don't know what I was doing here. Looking around. Just poking my nose. Ooh, skibbity-hibbity-bibbity. Everyone's going on about some crystal creature in the sky. I didn't see a thing though. I was in the caves all day. Sounds like someone's been hitting Enzo's special mushroom pizza a bit too hard if you ask me. One thing's for sure though, all this excitement will be bringing in tourists by the boatload. They'll probably all be eager to see where the crystal rocket took off from. Maybe I should start making I Saw the Crystal Island and Survive t-shirts as a little side business. Might as well cash on the crazy, right? Like she didn't say crazy, she says crazy. Well, it looks like someone's got themselves a blacksmith profession permit. Let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the joy of shaping metal and exploring. I only have 3 rules. Stay away from spiders, keep your torches lit, and memorize your escape route. It's easy to get lost while spelunking. Help you set up your workshop. Once you've got the hang of the basics, cog springs, horseshoes, locks, anchors, I'd like you to craft me a weight for scales. Show me what you're made of and I'll pay you a bit more than you can get in the shops in town for everything you craft me. Alright. So we got a recipe and some drawings unlocked. Build blacksmith's forge, that's our next thing. Alright, back to the farm. This place. Oh yeah. Hey mouse. Okay. So we have a pile of resources. I think at this point I was a little stunned. I was like, okay. So first things first, let's build some Luma houses, right? Because they probably would like their housing situation restored. So let's place that there, chuck their things. Little thing. We got the resources. Load them up. So that was good. Did we have one? I think we have one empty spot there. So I guess if you get a pet, maybe from the pet store you can put it in. I don't know. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I should feed these things. I went on petting them first, since they're rarely in one place, as I haven't fenced them in. We got free range Lumas here. So let's chunk out some stuff. Goodness knows, if I keep going here, I'm going to need a mountain of these things. So my thinking is that I was going to definitely get to at least this point in the game. And I wasn't sure how much farther I was going to go. So we'll see how time goes in the next bit. I'll probably record a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to rip through all the professions or what, but I definitely wanted to, poke around a little bit more. I think things will go really quick. We don't have a lot of stuff that so like we don't have to explore in the same way. There's not everything's been unlocked, so the bulk of the game has been dealt with. So we've really got a crafting chain. But I'm curious to see like the cottage and, craft up some stuff and probably explore the professions a little bit. That's sort of where I think I'm at. That seems like it'd be a fun thing to do. Alright. We decided, I didn't give them all. I think it's because I got impatient at some point. I was like, okay, that's enough for now. It's a feeding frenzy. What I did do, I think I stopped at 50. No, I didn't. Oh, 47. Okay, and then we just was here. Okay, I need stuff. And then I was like, okay, perfect. We can get that going now. So then, so the pirate's jewels. Maybe I get those from the washing the chests. I was trying to think of where I got those pirate's jewels from, and I was like, did I get those from chests, or did I get, I couldn't remember where I got this from. Okay, I looked at the house. I thought, well, that's cool. And then I was like, I don't know. Do I want to put it there? Do I want to put that? No, can't put it there. There. Okay, and then let's go see what we have. And you can see I need a bunch of glass, and I need to get a bunch of scaffolding, and it's going to cost me a fortune. So here we are, a pirate's ghost cannon. Now I'm missing what other things? I'm missing those pirate jewels. And I thought, I'll just grab my resource. I didn't even look. I just like, you know what? Let's just get our stuff back. I don't think anything's there, but I might have stuff I need for something. I was like, okay, so we need bulls, and I needed some of that powder. Whatever that stuff was. So let's go make that. Grab our stuff here, and this is not it. But I think let's always be crafting. Let's just continue getting a bit more of that. Okay. I'll get a few more of these going, because I know I'm going to need them in town. And we got some, I don't know, I just went with, okay, what if, I definitely needed some of these, I think, for the house or something. So we got some iron. Ultimately, I think I would end up crafting up everything I have, just to see how long it takes to do. But at this point in the game, there's no point not. I think we've understood the logic. And then now I needed more of the mushroom planking, so we got to get that. Because I'm going to need that for upgrading my whip at some point. Nope, but I'm going with torches, right? Because I'm going to need more rubies. And so we are stuck on those last couple things there. Okay. May as well get the rubble refining. Uses a bunch of coal, but I think we're okay. We got like 900 coal left. No, that was 900 stone. We still have coal. I don't know how much. A bunch. Alright, and then I was like, I need the thing. But what I'm going to do is let all that stuff just roast up, and I'm going to head out and get the rubies at least. Then we're kind of moving on that. Alright, and then it's nice because this is really, now that we had, to come back here, is really trivial. Like, to go, or not the chest, the stuff in the cave is like not a big thing at all. So looking at what we got there, I was thinking, would we get... Oh, we did not. pirate gunpowder we got from that. My guess is it's from polishing the treasure chests. I really... I paid so little attention to what we get. When you get 5 outputs for a thing, at some point it's all mush. Now, looking around, it was like, okay, where are we trying to get rubies? And I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I just follow the path? Because we're going to find it pretty quick, I think. But I'm going to have to go a little ways in. Now, to explain, I didn't end up... I knew there was a Steam achievement for having 500,000 in your bank. Because I looked always to see like how far I am. And so I was like, oh, there's one for that. I was like, oh, I may as well do that. That's easy. So I didn't... I was like, I'll just wait till I've made the money. I was assuming you can get a ton of cash at the very end. I was also assuming I wouldn't have to do much mining here. So I thought, no, I'm not going to bother upgrading it yet. I'd kind of looked to see where between the episodes of the year, I'd seen I'd gotten a whole pile of achievements. And I was like, what's like, how far? I'm like halfway in. So I'm like, I'm not a completionist. There's maybe 1 or 2 games I've ever completed everything. I don't spend my time doing that. But I use it as a kind of a marker out of curiosity of like, how deep into the game am I? How much is there left to see? And then especially once I get to the end point, I'm like, okay, have I seen it all? Or have I seen enough that I'm content stopping? Or is there a bunch of stuff that seems interesting that I have? Well, this is a lot. And they're not unreasonable. There's a lot of games where the achievements are like kind of silly, where you're like, this is going to take me 100,000 years. Even games that I played forever, like Garden Paws, still had stuff where I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. I will never end. So yeah, I was deciding what's my best path, and part of me just thought, you know what, I'll just go from here. Figuring there'll be some big empty spaces in the middle where we'll be able to run. So I was like, okay, let's start. And we'll head towards all of these rubies. Because there was a good number of them here. And I didn't need that many, but I thought, okay, I'll get a few extra because who knows what I need for the next things. But I know we had diamonds, which are harder to get, and I have more diamonds, so I thought, well, the diamonds are probably... I was like, we'll get some, or I'm not going to get like a dozen. Or dozens. I don't even know how many I ended up getting. I did continue grabbing a bit of coal now and again. It's like, we're gonna use it. Yeah, my coal, I said 725 coal here. Our coal supply at some point jumps, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me why. I'm gonna try to pay attention to that, because it was a weird thing. I suddenly had like 1900 coal. It was like I went up by 1,000 from what I thought I had. So I don't know if it was a bug when I passed out or something. I really don't know what happened there. Okay, so where's my next one? I think it was over to the left, was it not? Let's see, and how many do I have? Got 6. So I thought I think I was like, oh, I should get 10. There we go. There's a bunch there. So let's just make our way over there. All right. Now, definitely, yeah, I as I got over there, knowing, and now as I rewatch this, oh, get out of the way, bud. One of the things that happened was I took a wrong turn, and I was trying to think of like what I could have done better, and what I could have done better was just going backwards. Once I got these two, I should have just followed my path. We would have definitely found 8 ahead. And then I don't know what I was thinking. So I spent a few more minutes in here than I would have liked to have. Wasn't the end of the world. But it reminded me how big this place is. There's still a spider behind me, but I think it was taking a break or got lost, I think. I don't know, maybe I did get that many coal. No, it's at 797. Well, maybe I'm thinking jungle stone. Maybe I was confusing the two things. Maybe? I don't know. Hey, don't look now. Okay. And then I was like, okay, no, there it is. Is it going to come for me? I was like, I'm going to mine what. Let's take that. Oh, that's what happened. We're rather close to the trail, and I think it seemed like it'd be quicker to just do this than to bother running all the way backwards. That's what I thought. And now I see, I thought I was running uphill. Which in fact I probably was at that point. Oh no. Now I see what happened. What I saw I thought was a side trail was in fact already, and I didn't notice this till I started going a little ways, that I hit, I think here I finally clicked. I went, oh, I'm not going up a trail. I'm actually along my perimeter trail. I'm not on a spur trail. And I was like, oh, crud. And then I thought it'd be really relatively straightforward. I don't know, that last spot I was at, So then I was like, okay, let's go find a trail that spurs up. And then this takes a bit. So, yeah, that was all right. We probably got a few resources. That barrel, but I want the barrel. I need that barrel. I don't know. I got a torch out of it. Okay, so I'm just trying to, I was like, next time I hit a resource, I'm curious what my quantities were. It must have been earlier actually that I had a larger amount, because I've spent a bunch of resources mining. I must have just got more resources than I thought I did. I must have thought maybe I had like 900 stone, and I thought I had coal. At a glance, they're both, kind of dark. And then here I was thinking, oh good, I've got my path upward. I'm pretty sure. Where's my throughway? It's back behind you. And then I started going here, and then I did have the same. I was like, oh wait, this is also just the perimeter trail. So we're still on the perimeter. And I was like, oh man, that's wild. So all of the stonefall now that crashed down behind us as we went. Now that's what I'm running into, is all this like collapsed stone. That was okay though. Not so bad. It reminds me of how much there was here that we went through, which was good. I mean, I think it caused me to grab a lot of resources, but I think especially the charcoal and all that. But yeah, I think as I got to this point in the game, I was mentally debating like how much more of this did I feel like playing, and definitely kind of came to the conclusion that I'd enjoy playing more of this. I had a lot of fun, so I think we'll oh, funny how the lighting changed. Yeah, it's got my curiosity about what those other the other paths we could possibly take are going to look like. At this point I was like, okay, I really thought I would have found one of the main lines down over to this already. It's like, whoa, okay, this place is big. Because in my brain, I'm in wrap-up mode. I'm in like, I want to go. So I've got 8, those. And I was curious about this. I was like, I forget what these do for us. I was like, let's use one. Because I never use these things. I was like, oh, it lights up an area. And I was still like, well, I don't know what the point of that is. It's like, huh, okay. I still kind of don't. I don't. You know what oh, I know what it's for. I realize now. Multiplayer. Because this game does exist in multiplayer, does it not? I think. So many games exist in multiplayer, a mode which I never play, so I forget which games are multiplayer. I think this one was, maybe. Maybe? If it is, it would be to tell the other player where you are. Maybe it's not. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I feel like it is, but I don't fully recall. So I hope that they're able to... Again, I could hear my computer spin up a bit on this one, but it wasn't excessive. I don't know that this game will be coming to the Switch. I'm not sure. I feel like you'd be pushing your Switch pretty hard if it could. But I like the idea that I hope it comes to other consoles. I would imagine it would. It feels like it would be just fine, I'm sure, on console. I don't know. Yeah, I hope it gets as broad a play as it should, as it deserves. I think it would be really fun. Definitely the kind of game that would be, it would be a delight to it's a chill, relax, work your way through. Like I said, it's not, even, like, it took me at least 30 hours to play to where I got to, and I played reasonably quickly. I don't feel like I had a ton of wasted. Became an issue. There's so many torches here. I really should have just, like, got myself knocked out. I should have just walked into just walking into the dark reset you. That occurred to me later. I was like, I should have really just walked into the dark to get myself back to the top. I think I was partly curious if I'd run into any other interesting resources. And then I was also just talking about the end game and stuff, and meditating on the game itself. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And again, I'll try to cut this straight path as the crow flies. The crow doesn't fly that way. That poor seagull was like, dude, I'm just living my life here. Why are you whipping me? Alright, back over. Oh, they've got another treasure chest. I don't know if, like, one of these washes up every day. So yeah, we don't get any of the little red tokens in here. So I'm thinking they must be I wash off stuff from the sink, which would be a good thing because that means it'll be really easy to get the remaining. I was like, how am I going to get those? I was like, oh, please tell me those are from treasure chests. Because I was like, I like, how many more could there be? So yeah, that makes sense to me now. So there we go. We got our chalice going. That's good. That used up 4 rubies for that. Silver bars. And we're almost done. I like that these didn't take long, because, yeah, that was a good amount of time. Even though they're, like, more complex. Okay, we got the staff. That's using up a bunch of silver. 4 diamonds. So we've moved on to diamonds and away from rubies now. So I was like, okay, I feel good, because the last one we know will take diamonds. I've got diamonds. I think that's what it'll happen. And then the final one will take... Oh, crud. Oh, it's silver bars. Okay. These silver bars. So I can make 54. Let's do that. And we'll split this out over both of these. And there we go. Let's get that moving. And it's going to take a little bit. So I just loaded it up with extra. Okay, and I have no more of these. I was like, my brain was like, okay, what am I on? It felt so much happened so fast that there certainly was a little bit of like, okay, what's the do in here? What do we got? Did I feed Lumas? Okay, no. Oh, right, and then I looked at my next thing, which was the blacksmith's forge. I thought, may as well make that, and then I was like, oh, okay, let's put it over by the stuff. I was like, okay, I gotta move over there. Let's go do it. We'll keep it over in here, because it's probably going to be, we won't have that many things. There we go. There's the stuff, and we're short. There we go, we'll put some glass in here. And then it's like, we're going to need windows. I know I'm going to need glass for something else or something. I keep thinking that with glass. And I was like, always make more glass than you think you're going to need. Okay, we're still not done. How many more did I need? 21 more. Alright, and then... Okay, there we are. So, the forge. First things first, we can get a cog going. That's good. And then... Oh, then it's like, too many cogs. Okay, so we'll get the one cog and then... And do I have enough yet? I don't think I do. Oh, I didn't cancel it. Okay, there we go. Stop it. Alright, and I need copper bars. Can you imagine if we had a pedometer, how many steps we'd have? It would be ridiculous. I'd have had my 10,000 steps within minutes. Now this thing, I need, I need those things. The red things. So yeah, there we go. I was like, where is it talking about? So it shows my Luma pulling up stuff. So is that the chest I've got to go for? Is the Luma? Oh, you are kidding me. Really? Oh. Okay, maybe that's the source of my stuff. Crud. I guess. My brain, I could not think of like where those would be. I forgot about the chest that we pull out of the ground. So if I'd been doing more of that, I probably would have been better off. The question will be then, will I only get those from the island, or will I get those from anywhere? Like, would I get them from my Luma here? Because if so, then I would just, work on the other professions and kind of noodle along. I hope that's the case. Okay, the spring, yeah, we're waiting on that. Those are coming along. Okay. Almost there. What do I need? One more. One more. So there we go. Crown. Let's get that going. Again, I love how fast this cooks up. Because they know you're impatient at this point. Like, you can take your time crafting other things and smelting bars of ore, but crafting the final thing, you can't make the player wait too long. It's very satisfying to get it, and you're like, yes, I got the thing. Okay, we'll get that in a bit. I gotta cancel that out now and get my copper bars going. I think I got the... Did I get the right ones? Okay. And then I'll just throw in a bunch for good measure. Oh, it's bronze? So to make... I don't even know. Whatever. I don't know if I'm making the right thing. No, I'm not. Copper bars, man. Okay, I've got a bunch of bronze bars going. Whatever. Yeah, no, I didn't realize it. And then here, we're still... Yeah, we're going to be waiting a while. And then I think my brain was like, how many of those things? I need like 38 of those little things. I don't even know how many I get from like pulling up one chest. What that's going to look like. Is it going to be, absolutely mammoth? Or what's the deal going to be with that? And then, yeah, we got to get the crown over there. I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for, I see, I wanted to get a couple of things done. Oh, I did have the... Okay. And then we've got this. So I need fiber. I don't have that. Pretty sure I'm waiting on this. Okay. Then it was like, how much jungle leather do I have? I don't probably even have the cotton right now. So I'm going to have to go get that. So one of the things I'm going to be curious about is with the lower level professions, how much materials they really are going to require and how much time will it take. Like, I'm not sure if a playthrough of this game maybe should have been along the lines of, hey, what you want to do is start at the beginning and work your way up. It seemed like it didn't matter for the first profession. That was the feeling I had. It was more along the lines of they kind of warned you how difficult it was going to be, but it wasn't a big deal if you chose the other thing. So I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, we should just go right to the top. I mean, I do prefer daytime in this game, but nighttime isn't bad. A lot of games, nighttime stinks. I say that mostly as somebody who takes a lot of screenshots for thumbnails. It's often in games that like are not. There's some games that are really hard to take thumbnails for. Some games that are super easy. Like Stardew Valley, because it's pixelated, you can grab it and scale it, and it just looks fine generally. A lot of games are like Core Keeper, really dark game, really hard to get attractive looking thumbnails. Now, again, I should have been probably selling that here, but wasn't thinking. That was quite the light show, wasn't it? I don't think I've ever seen a more dazzling departure between you and me. I think I made the right choice. Things were getting a bit stagnant around here. You know, I can feel the change. The energy is subtler, but more peaceful now. It's like the island can finally breathe again. Of course, this means I'll have to adjust to this new frequency. But don't you worry about me. I always land on my feet, or paws, or whatever form suits me best at the moment. How fabulous. You've actually done it. This Zapocala crown practically sizzles with power. Let's see what elemental secrets it holds. I'm speechless, and believe me, that doesn't happen often. This Zapocala crown, it's perfect. I can feel the raw power emanating from it. You've done it. You've actually done it. All 4 crowns crafted to perfection. I didn't think it was possible, but you've proven me wrong. Here, take this. It's more than just a reward. Consider it a token of my appreciation. Yes, I said appreciation. I suppose I owe you an explanation. You see, I'm not just some eccentric villager. I'm different, special. And these crowns are the key to preventing a disaster that could tear this island apart. The earthquake was just an appetizer. I chose you because I needed someone pure of heart and intention to craft these crowns, someone who did not know their true purpose, and you've exceeded all my expectations. I've never had many friends. Being different tends to keep people at arm's length, but you've proven to be more than just a skilled craftsman. You become someone I trust, a friend even, and believe me, I don't use that word lightly. Thank you, not just for the crowns, but for everything. Now, I don't understand what she's saying about, like, she needs the crowns for a mysterious purpose. It seems to allude to the energy in the cave, but at the same time, that we've shown that to be meaningless in relation. So I'm not sure if that was a plot spur. Have you ever wondered if the trees remember the ancient civilizations? No, just let me then. Although that old oak... Okay, speaking of remembering, have you seen a bespectacled rabbit hopping around? No reason, just curious. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's supposed to... Like, if that was an earlier bit of writing that is hinting at something vague and powerful. I don't know. I don't know how that all... I don't know that it all congeals. I'm not sure what the logic was. And again, I probably should have sold the crown and everything to her. Would have made more money, I guess. But instead I go and sell it probably at the blacksmith or something. Let's go talk to the boss. My word, our pier is back in working order. It's nothing, you know, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but ever since the earthquake, I've been putting off reading the complaint letters that Herbert has. The thought of all those unhappy people, I just can't face reading their letters. I suppose I should have been paying more attention to them after the earthquake. And with the benefit of hindsight, maybe I've been a bit too focused on the wrong things. Being a good mayor isn't about shiny manhole covers and perfectly aligned benches. Well, I suppose I owe you and the town an apology. I should have prioritized the pier from the start. I promise you, from now on, I'll be paying closer attention to what the town really needs. No more getting distracted by your pet projects. You've not only repaired our pier, but you've also opened the mayor's eyes. Our little community owes you a debt of gratitude, and so do I. Thank you, truly. Oh, and you must have a fan somewhere. We received yet another generous donation from an anonymous person in town to compensate you for your trouble. You deserve it. Got 10K. Alright. So, you know, we were doing great. And then I was like, okay, I guess I can sell my stuff now. So, sell I did, and definitely then I could have probably gotten more for these things, but that's fine. So I guess we gave her the crown. Then these I had. Boop boop. Regardless, we had 520,000, so I was like, you know what, we made the 500,000 mark. I didn't care too much. It was all good. Now I think it's we should have enough stuff to go and like sell our or craft up a new thing. So we've got our pickaxe. That's 250,000 to take it to the top. let's do it. And then, yeah, then we're out of money. So 250,000 for the axe to get it to the top, and then the whip, I need another 250,000 as well to get it to the top. So those two things together. So I got a little, did the hoe a little bit, got it to moonstone level, 238,000. And I think I just waited on everything else. Okay. There we go. Well, still have 238,000. I don't know that if I spent it or what. I think I still had it. So it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the thing is I'll need like 500,000, 750,000 to probably upgrade. No more. I need like $1 million to upgrade everything. So I probably need another 750,000 to upgrade everything. I don't know that'll happen. I don't know, like, if with the professions, if you get like increasingly outrageous amounts of money for all the things, for all the different, you know, like if for, you know, not just crafting in this stuff, I was like, okay, well, I guess we keep crafting, right? I mean, make a couple of these. So it is an easy way to make quite a bit of money relatively. Like 100,000 is not going to be hard to make. With those, same thing, I'm going to have to go and get a bunch of, you know, oh, I need to get more cotton. Not a big deal. But yeah, I enjoyed my playthrough with this, like, a lot. I think it's a really, really good game. I don't have, again, anything negative to say about it. I think there was a lot of really thoughtful decisions made, a lot of really good decisions. Anytime I like thought, oh, I wonder why they did that, there was almost always a good reason why they did it. Like it just, yeah, it felt right to the game. And then I think I got making a few of these because I was like, oh, why not? Make like 6 of those. 4 of those, okay. Yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more, and we'll keep on going here. We'll see y'all next time. Till then, bye-bye.